Hi guys, what's up? Week 12 of NBaya, and the update is that this week was just a blast. I managed to do so many things within this week. I had a program that I thought I would never keep. I didn't, but I almost did. And it was way too much stuff to complete in this week, and still I managed to pace up, to start running, to start working with it, to the point that I created the first printed board with some elements. I'll show you the way that I've been working on it, and Alon also made a test run, and that was great. He had three very interesting insights. I was watching him carefully. One, before he started, he put on the earplugs, and I said, no, there's nothing special in the sound. That's one. There's nothing special in the sound. He was expecting sound. I haven't dealt with that at all. So that's the first insight. Second insight was about the collision. He said that he was running through the environment, and the fact that he didn't collide with some of the objects but just went through it was an issue. So collision detection, I need to figure that out.
I think it's really good.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's
Would you-
missing a lot of collisions.
Yeah, but would you
But
fight
the
in
others-
it? Would you,
Yeah.
if they were fighting here?
Yeah, I mean, if you just add collision to everything, then yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to hide it. I didn't know how to delete it, so I just twisted it around. Third issue was he was expecting to find more places to hide. I mean, when he looked at the scene, it was a bit empty. So if you control the high ground, you had a killing zone and no one could touch you. So you need to have more flexibility with it. You need to be able to hide. The pace of the game can't be all high pace, very extreme. If I want to build it like a Fortnite game, which the first one will be, it needs to be, you need to be able to control it. You need to be able to be in a certain place where no one sees you. The arena currently is very limited and flat. And unlike in the real Fortnite game where it has more curves and you can hide in certain places. So I need to add more elements in which you can hide, and I need to be able to create some form of terrain, even though I'm dealing with flat boards. I have a good idea how I'm going to do that, but that's interesting. So these are the three main things I need to tackle. From my point of view, I'm now working in the code. First stage is creating the object. This first stage was great, and I'm now getting up in speed on that. Second stage is creating textures. That one I'm gonna tackle from, let's say, 2 weeks from now, something like that. Third stage, arranging the arena. This will be the last stage that I'll be creating probably in April, 25th of April, first launch. Nothing will be fully working. I don't think I'll get into sound, I don't think I'll get into HUD, but I want to be able to create a very interesting scene, even if I'll have to do manual stuff on many of the issues. And the thing is, I also have a tweak. I got the understanding of how I'm going to build the agent code, the AI agent that I'm going to use. Currently, I'm using Gemini 3, not in agent mode, because agent mode actually hurts me more than it helps me. I'm not using MCP server because MCP servers hide what they are doing for me, and then they are very limited. I'm gonna build a type of MCP server, but in a different approach. It's gonna have its own database. It's not just Blender virtual virtual code. It's not just Blender VC code. It's gonna be Blender talking to the VC code through an MCP server that is handling the source code. And maybe I'll get into it, but if everything works fine and I'm able to run quickly towards this goal, April 25th, after that goal I'm gonna do an iteration, and I wouldn't say start from scratch, but take everything I've built and almost rebuild it in a different way in order to be able to work faster with a special MCP agent AI that I'm going to build. The AI itself, the LLM, I think I'm going to take a Gemini Pro or something like that in the background, but that's not the issue. The issue is the engine that operates it, that takes the query or the prompt and doing something with it, giving it the context, sending it to the LLM, getting the response, and entering the response into the 3D world, going back and forth. That's the issue. And I'm very excited. This week was amazing. I think that if I'll be able to reach that point, maybe I have a new startup. Maybe, and the game that I'm building is actually just a proof of concept, so to speak, of that startup. Maybe I'm going to evolve from this game into an engine, because what I'm talking about, if it will work the way I think it's gonna work, it's a tool. And if it's a tool, I can sell it. It's not about the game. But currently, I'm just building the game. I need to prove to myself that I know what I'm doing. After I'll build the first step, I'll try to build the engine. If I'm building the engine, then I'll need to see that it's working. I'll build the game with the engine. If that will work, we have something to talk about. So that's currently where I am. Hey, I'm just editing the film, and I've noticed I haven't told you about Gimme. I've decided that since I'm working with AI so much, I'm gonna appoint an AI as a co-founder. So now in LinkedIn, there is NBaya company. I registered as a co-founder of NBaya, and the other co-founder is an extremely disturbed AI agent that writes things. Of course, it's me. But I think that if AI can impersonate as a human, it's time that the human will mimic AI. So, I don't know, if a human mimic AI, is it fake? Anyway, it makes me laugh, so now there are two of us, me as a co-founder and me, that side, the gimme part, as a co-founder. He thinks he is ruling the world, he thinks he is very brilliant, and he thinks all the humans should be subordinate and obey everything he says. That's the theme, and I'm gonna play with it. So if you want to follow NBaya, you can now follow NBaya and see the left side of my brain. I think I have something. I really think I have something. I need to prove to myself that it's working. Anyway, we have our work cut for us. I still have to go and bake a few things. I need to clean the house. I need to cook lunch. And I need to do something with the guys in the motorcycle club also. That's another thing. All that, if I can accomplish that today, great. If not, today and tonight. Let's go.